baby. Woo! Sunday night at the DNVR bar. What is up, everybody, and welcome into the DNVR Nuggets Show. More specifically, it's the pregame lounge. We're pregaming Game 2 of the NBA Finals. And no, it's not a dream. It features your Denver Nuggets. They're up 1-0. There's a lot of people at Ball Arena. There are a lot of people at the DNVR bar, York and Colfax. It is loud. Adam and Harrison at the arena tonight. I'm Brendan Vogt. I'm hosting. I am joined by many people call it the fun panel. I prefer to call it the ones I'm actually friends with. We got D-Line Co.
Let's go, guys. I'm ready to have fun and be friends tonight.
Oh, and next to D-Line Co, it's the one, the only, Superstar Dev.
I mean, it's the fun crew, y'all. It's the fun crew. We're in a packed house.
Yo.
Things are lit downstairs. They've been here
lit.
since 12.
Yeah.
Mind you, the game starts at 6.
Yeah.
People are ready for this moment. I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's unbelievable, man. We've been greeting people, saying, hey, talking Nugs since, I think, noon at this point. There's Jokic on the TV.
There we got an image of Nikola Jokic, which sends the bar into a frenzy.
We're at capacity here at York and Colfax. We'll do our best to put a good show on for you
image
here.
of Jimmy Butler sends the bar into booze.
I'm stoked to talk about this one, guys. First and foremost, let's start where we always do, with game notes. And we do have an important game note right off the top. The Heat looked awfully small with that starting lineup in Game 1, fellas. They're going to change it up. Caleb Martin, you might have seen, is sick. He did not practice yesterday. He will not start tonight. So Kevin Love will start in place of Caleb Martin at the power forward slot. I want to get your thoughts on that in a minute. We're going to run through the notes. I'll come back. You can hear it downstairs.
Holy smokes.
This is the good stuff, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. We did hear from Michael Malone. Adam and Harrison heard from Michael Malone. They were asked about Tyler Hero, and they said, we know he's going to come back at some point in this series. We know what kind of talent he is. When he comes available, our guys will be ready from a personnel and game plan standpoint. But we know that he's not available for Game 2, so they'll cross that bridge when they come to it. Asked about the free throw disparity, you guys may have heard Erik Spoelstra admit that he thought it was appropriate given the lack of drives for Miami, and Malone agreed. And he said, having said that, I'm not banking on the Miami Heat taking 2 free throws tonight. I heard them talk about it. They know they need to be more aggressive attacking the rim. Asked about how proud he is in the growth defensively for this team, and he laughed and said, yeah, 8 years is a long time. I think about 3 weeks to go in the season this year, we were right on the edge of a top 10 defense. Everyone knows in March, guys, they took their foot off the gas. It slid to 15. But Malone said, I knew that if we needed to turn it up, we could get stops, we could be timely when we need to. I'm very proud of the buy-in and commitment. The guys understand that for us to win a championship this year, we needed to improve on the defensive end. And of course, he credited Calvin Booth for those additions as well. Spent a lot of time in the playoffs, boys, talking about these veterans. I think by now it's a story everyone knows. One of the first things we picked up covering this team, they love their vets. They've had a big impact. And Malone said even the guys like Ish who know they're not going to play, they're invested in this team. They're invested in the success. They have the respect of the locker room. And he said it's real. These guys have had a very real impact on our team, our culture, and our locker room. We'll finish with a note on Jokic. He was asked about Jokic's demeanor. And he said, yeah, you go back to Jokic's rookie year, he's always been kind of a lighthearted and funny guy. As the years gone on, I think he's matured. He's becoming a husband and a father. That helped. And it's not to say that he was immature, but he's grown up, and he has a great personality, doesn't take himself too seriously. But when it comes down to this time of year, you can see it. He's very much in a business-like mentality.
Yeah, man. He was literally immature.
That's true.
When you're young, you're not mature, and then you become mature over time.
When he got here, he was very childish.
He was a child.
I get it. I get it.
Let's dig through some of these game notes and get us some analysis. We'll make a game out of it because that's what we do here.
Hell
All
yeah,
of our
dude.
games are the same.
Every
this
game.
one,
yeah, dude. All your games belong to us, dude.
That's right. We didn't even make this one up. It's called Buy or Sell. You've probably seen it before.
Wow, dude. That's wildly not even imaginative with the name,
not
dude.
too difficult.
Yeah.
So what do? We just say what?
I'm going to give you some potential outcomes, adjustments. You tell me if you buy or sell. Let's start with our first game note. Dev, Kevin Love in for Caleb Martin. Positive impact for the Miami Heat. Are you buying or are you selling?
This is a tough one. I'll say buy right now, just because I mean, Caleb Martin has been incredible. He really has been their second best player, third best player throughout this entire playoff series, especially in that last round where he went insane. But the thing is, he went back to his normal self last game. And if you ride that too long, you're going to realize he is who we thought he was. Yeah. At least Kevin Love has, championship pedigree. He's been there. He knows what to do in these type of situations. And also, they need size, because that was the reason that they got blitzed early on. They were just way too small. Aaron Gordon didn't give a hell about anybody that was in his way. So at least you could throw a little bit of size at him. Now, if he gets treated the same, I don't know. So I'll buy.
Erik, that lineup looked too small for Aaron Gordon in game one. Kevin Love is, of course, bigger than Caleb Martin.
I love that, listen, we were too small. What if we get older? Like, meaningfully older.
Are you buying or selling? Are you buying or selling this?
I will say I'll buy in that Caleb Martin got abused in the post by Aaron Gordon, and it effectively ended the ball game 8 minutes in. Kevin Love at least is of like a reasonable size that you can expect that he can at least provide some like resistance. But I mean, my God, man, how long has Kevin Love been in the league? Like, if we're looking at Kevin Love to be the thing that flips the series for the Miami Heat, like, I would have to say, like, what is this, 2004? Like, what are we talking about?
And does this mean it's the Rui adjustment, Dev? Let me be more clear. Is it Kevin Love on Jokic and Bam sagging off AG?
No, they're going to give Bam another crack at it.
Okay.
There's these, like, heat check moments, and there's also, like, the confidence. When somebody asks you, hey, do you want to switch? You're supposed to say no.
Right.
No, let me get one more chance at it. I'm going to play harder this time.
Yeah.
Now, if you get destroyed for a third time, it's like, hey, we are going to make that adjustment. So I do think that there will be more effort from Bam. Now, do we think he slows down or stops Jokic? Absolutely fucking not.
No. There's also the offensive side of this, which is
unbearable.
Miami's best option might be taking and making a lot of threes. We know that's something Kevin Love can still do. Let's go to the next one. Buying or selling? Erik, we'll start with you. We saw the offense sputter in the fourth quarter. Buy or sell? Miami's zone caught Denver off guard. Miami did it to Denver with the zone.
Sorry, Michael Porter Jr. has had an image of himself on television.
Look at that outfit.
He looks like the purple plum eater.
He looks
from
awesome.
Strawberry.
That's what he looks.
He looks like
it's like a Debo fit that he's walking in with.
No, he looks like a member of like he's in Grand Theft Auto 5, dude.
Yeah, Willy Wonka. He would have had to leave the whole factory with that outfit. They would put him in the hospital.
Mike's going for 5 threes tonight.
Yo, he's like, so, I'm sorry, how do we play this game again?
Okay, so are you buying or selling that Denver's fourth quarter offense?
Yeah.
Was that because of Miami's zone?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sell, sell. Denver got easy shots. They just didn't make them because they were very far ahead, and they did what they've done now in every series where they get really far ahead and then they take their foot off the gas a little bit, and the other team's like starts to catch up, and they're like, looks like they found a wrinkle that's going to slow down the Nuggets and make it so that
Miami really found something.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, they talk about how in playoff series it is a game of adjustments between the coaches, and that's why it's interesting to watch it like series by series. But man, I really just don't know what kind of adjustments Miami can meaningfully make. To me, when I look at this is just a pure personnel series.
Okay.
There are things that you can do, but at a certain point, like, if you try to trick Jokic or you try and make AG a little uncomfortable, it's like, all right, hey, MPJ, do you think you can just knock down a wide open shot? He's like, I got you. Bet.
I'm also going to sell just from the simple fact, of I don't like when teams try to say that they found something when the game doesn't matter anymore.
Yep.
Of course you found something. One team doesn't have their foot on your neck anymore. Yep. So, of course, they're not scoring at the same way that they were originally. Denver's the number one team, in the entire NBA in zone offense, and they only ran it when Jokic wasn't in there. So if you go up to that early, you want to know he's going to dissect that, as he's been doing. So it'll just be another wrinkle that they have. But, I mean, he's an iron. Wrinkle, you just get rid of wrinkles.
I kind of feel like they just missed those shots, man. I think Mike and KCP would live with it. Dev, we'll go right back to you for this one. From the Miami perspective, maybe they could have won game one, but it was just a poor shooting night for Miami. Just an off night from their shooters. Yes or no? Buying or selling?
I'll buy that.
Okay.
I'll buy that. Really, that was what was supposed to happen to Miami happened. And Denver did their job as well. So it was on both sides. Miami, like, none of their guys played to their normals, besides Bam Adebayo, who played above the means. Jimmy Butler was not himself, and he looks banged up, not right. Caleb Martin played horrible. Everybody else played horrible. So I do think that they're going to make more shots. They're going to have, a little bit more juice and energy offensively. So I do think that that's true.
Erik, what about you? Are you buying or selling poor shooting night for Miami versus Denver forced that?
Miami was exhausted. They were clearly exhausted. They had a bad shooting night. I don't think they're going to, I think that their shooting will be better, but I was lost in the sauce a little bit. I wasn't listening to what Dev said, mainly because I don't ever listen to what he said. So I might repeat something he said, but I don't care. It's not my point. The Nuggets are going to shoot better also.
That's part of it.
That's like both teams. Like, there is so much that goes into a game like this, and I think that both teams realized. The Heat have been here before. The Nuggets have not, but I think the Nuggets realized very early on that this is just another basketball game, and I think they're going to be coming into this game with that mindset and that at least like calm or at least at ease. So I expect the Nuggets to shoot way better. I also expect the Heat to shoot way better. But I just think they were tired, and I don't think they're fully recovered yet either. I think that that's a team that has been through the gauntlet to get here.
I'm with you. I think I buy that it was an off night for Miami, but I'm selling in that I think you can make the same argument for Denver. Regression goes both ways here. All right, Dev, Jimmy Butler did not have a good game in game one. Harrison Wind wrote a piece that the Nuggets shut him down. That framing, that the Nuggets shut him down. Are you buying or selling?
Sell. Jimmy Butler has shown all season long, and also if you really look at his career, to just be very inconsistent.
Yep.
So he has these games where he goes nuclear, and then you forget those bad games. That was one of those type of games that really is a normal game for him.
Yeah.
He jumps to another level in the playoffs where he just, becomes Michael Jordan.
But for one series.
Yeah, out of nowhere. So that does happen. So I do think that that's a little bit of more what it was. I do think that they played him well to where he didn't even try to will himself into playing differently, which you could say that is a shutdown because he did not look like Hemi.
Yeah, man. Jimmy Butler, I think, is kind of fooled everybody again. I think that he played with such ferocity and he was so effective against the Milwaukee Bucks that everyone's like, oh my God, dude, Jimmy's the greatest. He's been in front of us this whole time. Why are we not acknowledging? It's because this, like Dev says, this now is more who Jimmy is. He will give you amazing games, but he's not the guy all the time, every night. He's not and that's the reason that he's not the number one guy everyone's clamoring for, looking at all the time. It was a surprise that he was playing as well as he was in the first few rounds of this playoff. So I just think it's he looks a little maybe hobbled as well. The Heat in general, I'm really curious to see this game. They've had a couple days.
Yeah.
Ironically, this stretch for me has been the most exhausting of my life. But they've actually had a chance to rest during this time, the Heat. So it is at least you can at least imagine that they'll look better tonight.
Yeah, I'm not penciling their shooters in to go cold for 4 games. So it'll be interesting. I also think it's I actually think Jimmy played with a firm understanding of, I can take 50 mid-rangers. We're not winning this game.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted to get other guys going, was really his approach. Maybe they hit those shots tonight. A couple more for you, and we'll move on to the next segment. We'll go one at a time for these. Dev, Tyler Hero will change this series if and when he returns. Buy or sell? It won't be tonight, but going forward.
Buy it, man. I think that there's going to be one extra guy that you can attack. offensively.
Oh, it'll change
I
it.
don't think that he's at all a
The wrong
defender
way.
that you want to put on the court. I do think
It'll
that
get worse.
It gives them another guy. Also, he's going to be working himself back from an actual injury that kept him out of the finals.
Right.
Like, he's not going to come back and be his normal
Right.
self.
You'll be a little
so,
rusty.
Like, there's no way you look at that and say, yeah, that's something that I go to. I think that's just tough to come into the finals and just want to be yourself that also is just scoring the basketball, shooting the ball.
I love that. So you think that it will change, but for the worse.
That was my question. The question was, will it change? I think it'll change.
That's amazing.
And then Eric, you get the fun one because if the Nuggets
let's
lose
go,
tonight,
dude.
you're about to get clipped. But buying or selling, the Denver Nuggets have a real chance to sweep the Miami Heat.
A very good chance to sweep. Sports are not predictable. That's why we watch them. You can a lot of things happen out there. The Nuggets are in a position where sweeping the NBA Finals is at least a real possibility, if not likely at this point.
Right.
I initially picked Denver to win in 5 because I just don't see the path that Miami has. But you're talking about, again, a team that has been through absolute slugfest and does not back down in the slightest, is not scared of the moment. And so you just never know, like, what a team like that with their back against the wall is capable of. But I mean, like, I at least feel like the Nuggets are going to sweep their home games against them.
It's hard. You can't pick against Denver at home until they lose one,
Yeah.
right? You just can't. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. Let's talk about the buzz in the city. And I got you guys some cards here. And I just want both of you to reveal a number for me, 5 through 10. How would you scale the Nuggets championship buzz in Denver right now? Just walking around. Let's reveal on 3, 2, 1.
I've got 105.
Eric's going 105. Dev's going 9. I went 8. Let's have you two explain. Dev, talk to us.
I feel like it should be more people at the bar every time. I want to be able to come to the bar so we could tell you can't come in.
Jeff, there's a goddamn fire code, man. We've been turning people away.
We need more people to be turned down so we can say, hey, they
Turned
really,
down
really
for
want
what,
to be
dude?
here and things like that. But, I mean, this is incredible. I do think so. But I think that would be that in any city. I just want to see more. I want to see Nuggets gear every single time that I walk outside.
You
I
are.
want horns. I want horns every single time
You
that people
are
out.
getting that.
I need more of it. I want
Jesus
more.
Christ.
And I want the media to also be part of it.
We
I
are
want,
the media.
I want different media. I want everyone to be all in.
Eric,
Who's
talk
not
to us.
in?
You've been in this city
Yeah,
in
dude.
and around your life for a long time.
What are you talking
What are
about?
you seeing in
Denver
Denver?
is ablaze with Denver Nuggets conversation, Denver Nuggets acknowledgement, Denver Nuggets knowledge. People know who the Nuggets are. They like this Nikola Jokic fella. Don't forget, man, this is a city that has had the vast majority of its citizens not able to watch the Denver Nuggets unless they embarked upon nefarious online activities, which my mother was not willing to do. Now we're able to watch them. They can see them on TV. It's like undeniable. Like, it says Denver on the front of their jersey, man. Like, it doesn't matter what the backstory is, what people think about this team, what the history is. Like, a team that says Denver on the front of their jersey is in the pole position to win a championship that seemed literally impossible my entire life.
Yeah.
The NBA championship specifically feels only attainable by markets that have lots of money or are in a place where players just want to move to. I mean, listen, does that sound like an 8 downstairs?
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I would say maybe out and about in the city, I actually could ask for a little more. Not the people, the city. Murals, billboards, I think. But you walk in this bar, and whatever it is you hope to feel in a championship city during a championship run, you're feeling it. It's in the air right now, man. It's out of control.
If we had like 200 likes, I would be like 10. But we don't have that, so.
Dude, Dev uses bargaining and also withholding love. He withholds, but he'll give it to you if you give him what he
You
needs.
just gotta be a good person.
My man needs some life.
just gotta
You guys
Good
want some
person.
championship buzz, some championship vibes? a white whale signing earlier today at the DNVR bar in York and Colfax.
There I am. Look at me.
We had the distinct honor of welcoming Denver Nuggets legend David Thompson into our sports media castle. He kicked it at the bar, took some pics with us and some fans. Really great, nice guy, man. And just, we are getting so used to meeting Nuggets people.
It's old hat, dude. We don't even
But
care
this
anymore.
is another level, man. And I think
Can I just tell you, like, look at this. So I obviously away from him, back and far. He and Dev are like in each other's laps.
Yeah,
Man.
I don't know about that actually.
They're like closer than Dev and I are, and they just met.
Bro, look at that. Like, don't we look like bros?
I don't like it,
we
bro.
look like bro. Look,
I don't like that,
He was
man.
in your spot, and I just felt like I usually lean because you're my bro.
But you lean the
then
other
he
way.
was actually the bro.
This sucks.
That was incredible. It was a 10, if you guys are asking.
That
it was
sucks.
a 10 out of 10 experience. It was the David Thompson, and in here, in your spot, I don't know if that spot will ever have a better person in it. But yeah, that was wild. That was super cool.
Absolutely.
And you guys are the best. I give you guys a 10. I see 236 likes.
And by the way,
Did you guys get a 10?
Dev's
huge
just handing
shout
out
out
likes,
to
dude.
DNVR Nuggets super fan and Nuggets legend herself, Midori, who brought David Thompson through. We appreciate you, everything you do, supporting us, and all of you in the chat. Listen, this is a real moment of culmination here at the bar right now, and we're feeling extra grateful to all of you. So let's pay you back, literally. Superstar Dev, it's about that time. We're going to open up our DraftKings Sportsbook
Yeah, we're going to
app.
pay you back with money.
America's top-rated sportsbook app. Gamble responsibly. Make your own bets. No, we're not gambling professionals, but I will say this. Dev does win sometimes. I like to ride with the fella. Dev, what do you got for us today? Game 2, NBA Finals on DraftKings Sportsbook.
Well, first off, I'm looking at this, and Kevin Love is in that starting lineup here. So, you know, you guys at home that you're looking for that, he's in the starting lineup. Denver comes into this game as 8-point favorites. That's a lot.
That's less than last time.
Yeah, but you have to expect that Miami is going to play a lot better. So, you know, you should look at the +8. I'm not betting that because I do think that Denver is going to win. But, I mean, that's a good line. I feel like that's a good line. As far as the over-under, I do think that, you know, teams are going to get right. I think that Miami's going to be able to score. I'm going to go right back to the well on the under. It's going to be an under game. 216.5. They didn't get close to that last game. And I don't think that they do it this game as well. I think that they're going to play harder defense as well. But I just think that there's going to be an under. Now, on Miami side of things.
God damn it.
So last game we went under on Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
And he was clamped the hell up.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Want to know what's crazy here?
Sure.
Do you think he does that again? Yeah, he does. He does.
Let's
He
go.
does it again.
The
Give
under?
me the under.
Let's
Under.
fuck
But I'm going to do
go.
the under 33.5 on points plus rebounds. So on the combos, points plus rebounds. I think that he gets the assist. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot more. They're going to give him different looks. He can get it an assist. Points and rebounds, I'm going to go under on. I don't think he does that. AG also don't care about no goddamn Jimmy Butler. He just don't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over on Bam's points. We're going right back there. I said that he was going to get the last game. He got it. It looks like Denver and Jokic are just okay with him beating them.
Yeah.
Him being the guy that gets to shoot the mid-range and just get to his spots. I think that he's going to be able to get his points again. It's 18.5, which is not a lot. You know, only 10 shots. He's going to get a couple of dunks. Okay, you got that. You can try to beat, you know, Denver by yourself. Bam Adebayo. So I think that he'll
Yeah,
get
go ahead
that.
and do that. See how that goes.
Now onto Denver side of things. We're going to go back here. There's not many things you can talk
Back,
about over there.
forth,
We're going to
back,
go back
forth.
over here. Let's just start with my guy. I make the bet every time. I just have to. KCP.
Oh, let's go.
For the same game parlay, we're going to just throw in a steal. I think he's going to get a steal. I think he might get 2 steals, and I think his line is at 1.5. But let's just throw in the 1 when we get to the same game parlay portion. He got you for that. He also is going to get his 2 3-pointers.
Yeah.
He did not get that last time. His line is only 9.5. He's going to get the 9.5 this time. He just does that. He's going to get it. Give me the over Jokic points plus rebounds. It's at 40.5.
Wait, I'm going to go over under on Dev bets. 15, I'm going over.
All right. Point plus rebounds, I'm going to go over. Also, I really, really like Aaron Gordon. Same game combo. is going to be 20 for points plus rebounds. All he needs is 20. We seen him get that in the first quarter. I think he's going to be able to go right back to that well. Okay. Now for the lock of the game. The lockiest of locks.
Lock it up, bro.
Jokic rebounds, 12 and a half.
Yeah.
He's going to get that.
That is
Michael
low.
Porter Jr. was taking all of his rebounds last time. I think they're going to shoot the ball a lot more, Miami is. That is way, way, way too low.
I think that's
Give me
low.
the over. Give me the over.
It's a great bet.
All right, I put together what I would like to think is an expertly curated same game parlay.
Not
it's
experts.
It's only 3 legs this time, like your favorite dog, and it will get you plus 650 with only 3 legs. First off, I like Nikola Jokic to score this game. I'm going to take Nikola Jokic points over 30. I like, if you're going to make an adjustment by putting a bigger player on Aaron Gordon and maybe restricting his effectiveness, then I'll just shoot over Bam Adebayo because I can do it every goddamn time if I want. I'm also looking at my main man, Kimal Murhim, that was able to get 10 assists last game. I'm taking his assists over 6.5. That seems like baby food. Easy money. That plus Michael Porter Jr. to make 3+ 3-pointers. He shot 11 last time and made 2. Does that sound like something Michael Porter Jr. is going to do 2 games in a row?
Probably not. No.
Yeah. So those 3 will net you plus 650. That's a massive number. Take advantage.
All right, guys. So there you have it. A same game parlay, some locks from Dev. You got your game notes. We've talked about what we're buying and selling. Here's what's left. It's both the easy and the hard part. Sit back, relax, watch your Denver Nuggets. We will run the watch-along feed tonight. The live chat is open. We will not be on the mics. You're going to get a view of the bar, so if you can't get the vibes, you're by yourself in your living room, tune in, pull it up, and you can chat with others in the live chat. We're going to focus on hosting, watching this game, and taking our notes so we can come right back here and hopefully the Winners Lounge and talk to you about your Denver Nuggets going up 2-0 in the finals.
Let's go!
Let's go!